Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am not bad. Yourself?
I am doing well. Challenged as usual, but I'm doing well.
You mean you feel challenged?
Oh my
You
gosh.
are a sponge person. It's all right though.
Yes, the struggles are so real. So what's going on?
Well, I'm glad you asked. My sanity has been gone for a while, and I'm not a millionaire yet.
Oh, darn it. So nothing's changed.
No, no.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So I I have got to tell you that I have dove literally face first into the TikTok world. I am not a TikToker. I don't know what I am doing. I don't really technically it's not something that I wanted to do. But I was told that it would help, gain followers and exposure and this, that, and whatever. So, when you're in the beginning of your game, you kind of got to do what you got to do to get seen. And so I did a TikTok live. Have you ever watched a TikTok live?
No, well, I mean, I don't know. No, I don't think I have because I mean, I watched the video, so I don't know if that's like the same thing or what,
Well,
but
no,
no.
TikTok live is a very weird world. I don't technically still understand it. I feel like most of the time you're sitting there talking to the people as they join randomly. So you're just like, hi, so and so, hi, so and so, hi, so and so, good morning, so and so. It's like, I don't know. It's
Oh,
it's
I see what you're saying.
okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then because I don't know how to navigate this, there comes a point where I get a notification stating that there is someone that would like to join as a co-host. Now, mind you, I am new at this. I get all excited because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, someone wants to join as my co-host." Like I feel so special. Do you know what that is, really?
What?
Perverts that are coming to show things to the world through
Oh boy.
you and your platform. Oh yes, but I was unaware, and thankfully I have friends that are telling me what's going on as it's like going on, and I'm like, how do I get out of here? How do I make this man go away before he starts doing something that none of us can unsee?
Oh boy. There's
Yeah.
one of them something.
So, so I learned a very valuable lesson. You don't just accept anything. Know what you're accepting. Oh my gosh, know what you're accepting.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that was getting yeah
Yeah.
bad.
It could have gone south most literally very quickly. And but luckily it did not. And then some really cool things happened. Like I got to see, or I got to talk with some people that I haven't talked to in years, and one of them jumped in and did an audio with me, which is super cool. Didn't Neither one of us knew it was even possible. So we got to do an audio, so that was really nice. So I've been going on like twice a day, and apparently, the more that you go on, the better. And then today I made my first cents. I made money. Did you hear me? I made sense.
You made my well, some you don't often make sense, so I was a little
I
confused. No.
knew. Oh, how did I set myself right up for that? I knew where you were going with that shit. Um, yeah, no, I made 21 cents today. That was my first monetary gain from doing a TikTok. And like you have to meet all these requirements before you can monetize. And so I apparently at some point during my live this morning I was able to monetize. It just like happened. I didn't even know.
Hmm.
It just happened. So it was like super.
Surprise.
And then, oh my gosh. And then I got one more TikTok story to tell you, and then I'm totally done with TikTok, I swear. Uh, this person came on and started saying the most inappropriate thing, and it was in caps. And he kept repeating it over and over and over again. And I'm going, oh goodness. And how do we get this to stop? Oh, this is inappropriate. It's just like, oh Lord, oh, what do I do? And I keep apologizing to everyone. And thankfully there were these two guys that were on that were beyond helpful. And they were like, if you click on the person's name, you'll be able to block them.
Oh, nice.
And they said, don't report though. If you report, then your channel will get taken down. Just block them. And I'm like, okay, great. So they were like so helpful. So yeah, moral of the story is when you are doing something for the first time and you're going in blind, do not accept anything ever. It's not a good idea.
So no, yeah, no. I was gonna go with some. We'll just pass that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So yesterday,
yes, sir.
I went to my friend's house to help him out with some. He was putting pipe all around the house for drainage and stuff because he lives on a hill.
Uh-huh.
And I got on his tractor. Well, his French tractor. It's rickety. It's old. It's when they say compact, boy, do they mean compact.
Okay.
So there's no brakes. And again, I reiterate, it's on a hill
With no brakes.
with no brakes. So you have to use the clutch. You have to use the clutch for like kind of a hydraulic brake kind of deal. Okay, because somehow if you just push the pedal just right, it'll help you stop. So I'm digging a ditch, and this thing is the most ungodly, uncomfortable freaking thing ever. So
You are nuts, first of all. I mean, if anybody knows how to drive a standard or anything where you're actually manually shifting your gears, you do understand that you have more control over the vehicle than an automatic.
yeah,
However, I'm going to kill my dog. However, and I'm kidding, I'm not killing my dog. Callie, come over here because you're being recorded right now. Callie, come here. You want to go in the house?
now Kelly's got the voice.
Yeah, she's got the radio voice for sure. Um, but you absolutely need brakes. You not okay? Go ahead. So you're on.
Yeah. So
You have no brakes.
so here I am not knowing that it's in four high, and so it likes to go a little bit faster.
Why don't you
And then I'm
know?
trying to get over. And then I go over to my friend because like I know there's something, but I couldn't remember if it was push the lever down or up. And then I got this because my ear was bothering me, so I kind of got a little easier confused. So I drove over to my friend and I stalled out, and it started rolling backwards and down the hill.
Oh, not laughing. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was hysterical. I yeah, yeah.
What?
There was almost cleanup on aisle me.
Wait. Start. Say that again.
It was almost cleanup on aisle me. Yeah. So I remembered. Oh yeah, use the clutch pedal. Just tweak it just enough, and oh yeah, there we go. We stopped. Okay. So I got back up to him. He fixes the lever, puts it in four low, and so I finally get over to dig the ditch, and then he's so it was a great day.
It sounds like it was an eventful moment. I'm glad that everyone lived. That could have been interesting.
Yeah, a moment where I myself almost perished in harsh circumstances.
Gosh, I cannot even stand you. Which would have made for
See,
really boring.
I should have took drama. I would have been great.
Yeah, but that would have made for a really boring episode today, minus Brian. So thanks for that.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I, so
Yeah, and so that was, my excitement. Then I gotta fix my smoker and get that done. So,
very good, very good. Well, I've just been I've been busy with all of my videos and my podcast episodes and um TikToks. Oh my gosh. The amount of time that is consumed with this, like I didn't realize. But we'll see. We'll see what happens because you just never know.
you never know.
And that's
Mm.
I mean, I guess that's kind of the excitement of it all. If when you put energy into something, something definitely grows. We'll see. We will see to what extent this grows.
Yeah, yeah, you never know. The adventure could be very educational.
Well, I mean, everyone is. Every single thing that you do is educational because if you're not learning something from it, why are we doing it?
Well, it's kind of like when you're at work and then you get the guy or woman, whatever, the person that decides they know it all, and that's the person that already just got themselves fired. Because, to me, I don't care how much I know about this what's going on. There's always room to learn and to better yourself. I mean, why block yourself in and when you can learn everything, you can learn multiple things.
Well, and there's many roads that lead to Rome, as we know. So your way is not the only way. There's always
And
multiple ways to do things.
and it wasn't built in a day.
No, it wasn't. That's
Yeah.
you that we're bringing this up because that was one thing I used to say to one of the girls I worked with all the time was she was a newcomer and I was always intrigued to see her setups and like how she did things because my way is not the only way. And I would watch what she did and I would steal her ideas and I would tell her, "I am stealing that." And she would laugh. Cuz I mean, it's nice when someone sees value in something that you do. "Oh, do you need water? Why are you whining?" Callie's a little whiner today.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Uh, uh,
Stop
uh,
your whining, Brian.
it's horrifying.
Ugh.
But no, ooh, I saw I saw something nice the other day.
Oh yeah.
On the way to my friend, there was this old lady that looked. Well, it was kind of a mixed thing because you felt bad because this poor old lady was all confused and she was trying to get out of her car and go into the obbies. And so this other guy saw as I was in a drive-through, and so he helped her to the door and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's nice. I mean, it may seem like a small thing, but I mean, it may have meant the world to her because someone was kind enough to take time out of their day, and so I just thought it was nice. It was, and with everything going on in the world, it's nice for someone to take time out of their day and help someone in need.
Well, I mean the elderly is a community in which we should be protecting most definitely, like our children. Our
Yep.
children, our elderly, they took care of us. First of all, they created us, and then they took care of us and made sure
Creation.
we made it to this point, so that we could hopefully in turn take care of them. So yes, we should be protecting them. And I I read a very um, a sad story on Facebook the other day, and it was in regards to a woman that I used to work with, and she is, about my mom's age or so. Let's just say late 70s ish, and I think she's having like memory issues and she got in her car and went and got confused and didn't know where she was or where she was going. And once you get, in that spiral, um, it got pretty overwhelming, and to the point where she, needed some help. And so that was like, that was scary and sad and eye opening, and just really made me realize how I need to be very aware of my surroundings and conscientious of, like you said, people who may be in need or in distress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it literally takes no time at all. I don't care how busy the person says they are, because no one's that freaking busy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just like, how would you feel if you were in a similar situation, where, you were confused, you didn't know what was going on, and then, so it's just, I try to look at it as, how would I feel if I was in
Well,
that situation?
I think
I'd want some help.
people are distracted. I'm hoping that it's not that people, are just intentionally not helping. I think that people are just really on their phones too much, maybe, or, too much into the conversation, or too much into their phone, or too much into their phone. So I think that, that there is dangerous because you're not aware of what's going on around you. And, and so I do try to be conscientious of that, because if you don't pay attention, then you can't help.
Well, honestly, I think exactly what it is like, so one day I tried to help this elderly guy into McDonald's, and he just had a shit fit. He's like, "How dare you? I can do this myself," kind of deal. And I'm like, "Sir, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be a gentleman. This is how I was raised. I'm just being polite." And he wanted nothing to do with it. A lot of it is the simple fact that people don't know how someone's going to react, and, oh God, should I, am I going to get in trouble, am I, are they, you never know what's going to happen. And
Well, you can.
unfortunately that hinders a lot of that. So I mean you got to kind of just overlook it and just take chances sometimes. But
Well, you can always ask someone if they are needing help. I mean,
yeah, of
it,
course.
saving the day isn't always saving the day. So yes, being respectful and asking is a great way to to begin that. And if they don't want it, they don't want it. Hey, that's amen.
Yeah.
More power to you. Um, but there definitely have been more situations than not where people were like, "Oh my gosh, yes, please and thank you." And so
Oh yeah.
I'm always happy to oblige and grateful when I get to be a part of that moment, because people really do appreciate that kind of stuff. Like, I remember
Well, it's like,
when I was driving for Uber, and
bleh.
it was two elderly ladies, and they had gone. I picked them up from Tops, and they had groceries, and it was winter time, and apparently I was the only person that helps them carry their groceries into their house, and they
Uh,
didn't have a car, so they were utilizing Uber a lot, and said that I was literally the only one who ever did that. And the one lady commented, and she goes, "And you're a woman." Says an awful lot for those men, if that's what you want to call them. And and I'm just like, and there's a zing for you. But I just found that interesting because, like you said, that's just kind of how we were raised.
yeah.
You know, we you if you're an able-bodied human being and you have the time, then you just do it.
Well, yeah, and it's like, for me, like, so when I'm at work or I'm out in society, like I'm going to Tim Hortons getting a coffee or whatever, I'll open a door for someone, and you never know, like when someone opens the door for me, it kind of brightens your day. Especially this one lady, I won't forget this, because it's like, I was kind of having a, not a bad day, but just kind of huff and puff kind of day,
Okay.
and she opens the door for me, or I one of the two, I can't remember. But then she goes, I go, we both say, I hope you have a nice day. And she goes, uh, well, you were the better part of my day kind of deal. And I'm telling you what, that just made my freaking day. Like it just instant better.
Isn't that crazy? And you didn't know
Yeah.
her, and she didn't give you $1 million, and she didn't buy you a Lamborghini, and but she just smiled and gave you kind words, and it was like day changing. Possibly.
Yeah. It was the sincerity of it.
There you go. There you go. Oh, that's I know that's always it's always nice when you feel that. I mean, giving it is one thing, but receiving it is so nice.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where, going back to how you were raised, if you honestly, not all cases, but sometimes you can really all right, let me say this. It's not always the person that's doing it. It's like we said before, it's generational. And sometimes that creeps through, and then like you use basically you use the tools that you have. And if those aren't the greatest tools, well, you can't properly do the work.
Yes, this is very.
So, it's always when you don't think about it and you just do it, it comes out better sometimes. Overthinking is usually kind of a troublemaker.
Well, yes, I can understand where overthinking is is something that is can almost cripple us. So taking that deep breath and going for it. If you're coming from a place of, from your heart, if you don't try, you never know. Isn't that what they say?
What? That's true. And it to me it's easier to be nice than it is. It just takes too much energy and too much thought to be mean. And I mean, yes, it's easier in a way, I guess, to most people because it's easy to fly off that handle and not think about it and just be nasty. But to me, it's too much energy. It's too much negativity. It's not something I want to be about because there's too much nastiness in this world. I want to try to be that one happiness, that light, the one thing that helps that person and makes their day a little better.
Well, that's a wonderful thing to aspire towards, that's for sure. And if everybody had that kind of an attitude, can you imagine how bright the world would be? Ha ha.
This takes one action, one word.
What's that? Oh, remember that commercial? The world to sing in perfect harmony. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
If I could
Oh God,
sing. What is that? What song is it?
that's gonna drive me nuts now because I kind of remember that. That's an old commercial though.
I know. Wow, taking it right back. I
It's like,
wow, that popped right into my head when I said that. It's so stupid the things that just like these little light bulbs go off, and it's like a little Saturday Night Live episode happening right in my head.
that's right. It's like, but it's funny though. Like one scent, taste, something just takes you a lyric from a song just takes you right back to 20 years ago, like it just happened yesterday.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, I've got a good one for you. Do you remember Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Dude, can I just tell you that I remember this is probably one of my most favorite memories in my life, to be quite honest. Um, Grandma was spending the night at our house, so it was me and Grandma and my mom, and my brother and my dad. I mean, my dad might have slept through this. I don't know. But
Mm,
we were watching Weekend at Bernie's, and we had one of those pull-out couches, and so we were, I think everybody but probably my dad was on the pull-out couch mattress watching Weekend at Bernie's, and we laughed so hard that my face hurt, my stomach hurt. I probably peed my pants numerous times, but oh, that boy, that was a good memory.
Yeah, that's definitely a good movie too.
Great movie, absolutely great
Yeah.
movie, but better memory just because
Oh yeah.
it was just like it was carefree and light and happy.
Yeah, it's like even if it's sometimes out of the ordinary, like it's not the usual thing that happens with family members, it makes it better because everybody's getting along. It's just like, carefree, like you said. It's you can relax and enjoy.
It was yeah, that was a really good memory. I've been very nostalgic lately. I think it's because Brennan's moving back up north and I'll be down south. Uh, and so this is like a new beginning, a transition into a new chapter. And so I'm feeling very nostalgic.
Yeah, I mean it's when your youngest leaves the nest, it's kind of it's new for both you and you're both yeah. I mean it's nice though because then you get to see all the things you taught him and everything come into play. And then, it's like, okay, now we'll find out if he was listening.
Oh, but that's funny that you say that because I never thought Brennan heard a thing I said. If there was a child that I believed was deaf to my voice, it was absolutely Brennan.
Yes, it was. I remember. Oh my, it's like talking to a stinking wall.
Yeah, but you want to know something? He played like he wasn't listening, but boy, he listened to everything and retained it all. And now, as an adult, I'm seeing him actually like utilizing the things that he was taught his whole life. Those lessons weren't for nothing. He actually did retain it, and even though he played deaf, he wasn't. He just was a hard-headed kid, and I respected that, never pushed, because the second that you start pushing a kid like that, you know what you do. Push them.
Oh yeah, rebel, rebel, rebel.
Yeah. Go ahead, go
My neighbor's finding that out the hard way.
ahead. So it's Callie. Oh, Callie's about to bark. Just 1 second. Callie, come here. I feel a bark session. Shh, she gets that look in her eye. Come here. Good.
But I think that's all the time we have for today.
All right. Well, hey, it was really nice chatting with you. I'm glad we got to catch up and share some memories and some funny stories. And I hope you have a wonderful week.
You as well.
All right. Have a good one, Bri. Love you.
All right, you too. I love you too.
Bye bye.